Entering motherhood is a joyous occasion filled with excitement, love, new memories to be made, and the smiles, giggles, and warm cuddles of a baby who can melt your heart in an instant. It is also a time that can be somewhat overwhelming, as there are all these new challenges that are faced, and adapting to one's role as a parent can be difficult at first. Advice from our elders who have already gone through this life changing event and have years of experience in the role is invaluable and can help the transition into motherhood to be smoother. I had the pleasure of getting some first-hand knowledge on this topic from a woman I've come to know and admire. Mrs. Jewel Thorne Smalls, a fellow pharmacy technician and 51-year-old mother of five, is a dear friend and coworker who has been a mother for over 30 years. Mrs. Jewel Thorne Smalls has lived a long and fulfilling life, but according to her, the most significant event in her life to date was the birth of her first daughter. She recalls her and her husband being excited about the news while busying themselves with shopping, doctor's appointments, and sharing the wonderful news with their friends. Mrs. Thorne Smalls said that after the excitement and the anticipation settled a bit, she then realized that she was about to be a mother and realized the responsibilities it would entail, and it overwhelmed her to the point where it was slightly terrifying. However, that moment made her assess her life and realize that she had some growing up to do before the arrival of her daughter. Before the birth of her daughter, she had more time to do things such as hang out with girlfriends, take frequent vacations, and socialize. At the time of finding out this news, she had only been married for a year and was still adjusting to her role as a wife, which in itself was a new experience. She faced quite a few challenges in this new role as a mother. Shortly after the birth of her daughter, she went back to school for her pharmacy technician license. So juggling school and her responsibilities as a wife and mother proved to be a bit more challenging than she anticipated. Finding babysitters for the occasions when she needed to attend school was difficult. Sometimes it was hard to attend to the needs of her daughter while not neglecting her marriage. It was a task that was very tedious, however, she managed to overcome that challenge. Becoming a mother changed Mrs. Thorne Smalls in ways she had not even imagined. She became more selfless as a result. She also began showing more interest in her community's crime rate, the school system, and environmental issues now that they would directly affect her daughter. She also became more financially responsible in order to be able to adequately provide for her growing family. Though she does not regret the decision to have her daughter, in retrospect, Mrs. Thorne Small does wish that she was more mentally prepared, and that she insisted that her husband played a more active role in the day-to-day childcare routine. The knowledge we learn from our elders is paramount to passing on information, history, and customs. As a woman, when we have children, it is a life changing experience, one that sometimes is a bit overwhelming to us. Interviewing Mrs. Thorne Smalls was an extraordinary experience and one that I appreciate thoroughly. Her wisdom, honesty, and openness about the significance of the birth of her first daughter was edifying.